We are back here on the Friday Night Sports Show. I'm Cody Feldman.
And I'm Jonathan Gold.
And we have a very special guest today, Katherine Doherty from the girls flag football team.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So the first question I want to ask you about, against West Hempstead, the team won the very first flag football game in the school's history. What does that mean to you and the team?
First win of in history, especially for the school. And I think it's just it's only the beginning. I think it's more to come, and it was kind of like a kickstart to many more. This is not the end.
Now on April 1st, you guys played East Rockaway and you beat them 36-2. How'd you guys let up that 2 points when you were steamrolling throughout the first half?
We were a little short towards the end, but definitely with defense, we were able to come back, especially after the 2 points. Our one of our quarterbacks, Katie Fishbein, got a rushing touchdown. I think just right after those 2 points were let up.
We just mentioned the 36-2 win. After such a dominant win, where's the confidence of the team? Where's the team's head at right now as you go into the rest of your season?
We appreciate those wins, and we're not getting too overconfident in ourselves because we were supposed to play Valley Stream yesterday. That was going to be our first league game. So I think those first off league games that we had were just really practice to really help us to for those league games, especially against teams like Plainview, who will be matching in just a few weeks to come.
Now, on Tuesday, April 9th, there was supposed to be a game against Syosset, and it was supposed to be in enemy territory at the Syosset High School. But then we got word from Stratweiser, and they broke it on Rundown. How was the team's reaction finding out that you guys were going to be playing at the Jets training facility?
I think everyone was really excited. First year we're going to be playing at the Jet Center, so I think everyone was just really excited. I know I was, because in just our first year we're going to be there, and it's amazing, and I think it's such an honor, especially being the first team to ever be there.
As for the home games that you guys have played and will play, I know that playing in front of a crowd is very important to some teams. It's a cool experience. Would you want to explain to the viewers at home, because not all of them have been to a flag football game yet, kind of what goes on, because it's much different than tackle football?
Yeah, so definitely it's 7v7. So, and you have your special teams punt returns and the punts. But to be honest, a lot of people are still learning, even coaches and refs, because the rules get changed all the time. Just this year, I remember they made a rule change with defense. But I feel it also depends on your ref for the game, because in our first one against West Hempstead, one of the refs, so you're allowed to do this blocking where you go side by side, because I play center. But I got flagged when I turned to the side when I went to block. But I did the exact same thing in our Plainage game, our very first game, and I was never called. But then in our third game against Limbrook, I did the exact same thing and was never called. So I really think the refs really play a big part in the rules of the game, because it really depends on your ref. So some refs are very strict, especially with tucking in your jerseys. I've never met our last 2 games. We almost got flagged for our jerseys, so yeah, it really depends on your ref for your game.
Now I want to take it back to the first game of the season against Plain Edge. Stratweiser and the coaches Proper and Barth unveiled the turnover tiara. Now most teams don't really have their own special thing. What does it mean to you guys to have especially in the first year of the team, to have your own special thing?
Definitely, it's really exciting. I remember when Proper, so we always have teachings before practice, especially in our first few weeks of the season. He brought out the tiara, and everyone was just so excited, because it's one of our very first traditions, especially as the first team. So it was just it was so much fun, especially because everyone gets so excited, especially when it happens, and it's amazing. I really like it.
All right, now we're going to send the live mic over to our DJ Hudson Menzel for our DJ question. Katherine, if it has nothing to do with football, don't worry about it.
All right, what is your least favorite song and why?
Oh, that's a tough question. I feel it's I'm so sorry, I can't even think about it.
Do you want me to ask another question?
Sure, go ahead.
What's your favorite song and why?
Definitely right now, Austin. I've just been hearing it so much, and it's just like stuck in my head every single day. And it's definitely a song that gets played on repeat during practice.
It's a great choice. And sending it back to JoJo.
This Saturday, you guys have a home game against Belmore JFK at 12 o'clock. What's the team's mindset going into it, especially after the game against Valley Stream Central got postponed due to rain and weather?
I think everyone's definitely ready, and definitely there's some nerves, but like right as like we're getting ready just to play the game, all those nerves just go away, and like everyone's like energy like brings each other up. Like I know definitely one of the team captains Ashley Yee, whenever I see her and just like getting ready for the game, I always just like get hyped myself.
Sticking with the theme of looking at the future, I know it's real early in the season, but what do you think the ceiling of this team is? How far do you think you could go? Do you guys have a goal as you reach the end of the season?
I definitely think we have a shot at getting to champs. I really think like in just our first games, like we were able to just get back up from the Plain Edge game. I think that was just like our starting point. I think like there's still more to come. Like I really think we can get so far in this race. So I'm really confident in my team. I think there's just a lot for Port definitely to look forward in us. So I'm very confident.
And today we have our first ever fan question that's live in studio. We're going to send it over to Mason Grosso, who's on standby with a question.
Yeah, obviously you have goals for the team this season, but do you have any personal goals yourself as an individual player?
Well, I always like want to play my best in a game, and I definitely like as center, like you always want your stats to be good because just that start off just really leads for a good play to happen. So I feel like always just like keeping my mind straight for every single game, not overthinking really helps.
And that's going to wrap up the 5th episode of the Friday Night Sports Show. I'm Jonathan Gold alongside
Cody Feldman.
And we were joined by Katherine Doherty in their first inaugural season of the girls' flag football.